Namaste to one and all. Myself, PL Fanikumar, working as a school assistant dealing with the subject social studies in Jilla Praja Parishad High School, Hukumpeta, Rajmundry Rural Mandal, East Godavari. The topic is given for the project is mnemonics. So what are mnemonics and in which aspects they are being used? Before going to know that, we should have to go through the history of mnemonics. Mnemonics. What do you mean by mnemonics? Mnemonic is nothing but an instrumental strategy designed to help students to improve their memory of important information. As we all know that students may face some problems regarding the recall and reproduction of information during the examination time. So this kind of technique is very useful for them. This technique connects new learning to prior knowledge through some of the visuals and acoustic cues. The basic type of mnemonic strategies rely on the use of keywords, rhyming words, or acronyms. What is the history of mnemonics? Mnemonics have a long history. So the word mnemonics, collectively known as the ancient art of memory. This kind of technique was discovered in 447 by a Greek poet called Simonides. And these mnemonics were adequately widely described by ancient Greek philosophers like Cicero, Quintilian and Pliny. And when you come to modern age of mnemonics, that Harry Lorraine is described as the father of modern mnemonics. According to the studies conducted by Gerald R. Miller in the year 1967, mnemonics have increased recall capacity among children. Now we see the types of mnemonics. What are the different types of mnemonics are there? You see that mnemonics can be categorized into 9 major categories, which are called music mnemonics, name mnemonics, and expression mnemonics, model mnemonics, rhyme mnemonics, note organization mnemonics, image mnemonics, connections, and finally spelling mnemonics. Let's go through one by one. The first one, music mnemonics. Here, as we know that naturally we are the lovers of music. Even a born child also well connected with music. Here, learning alphabets for children. It's very easy for them by singing ABC songs instead of learning letters one by one. The second one, name mnemonics. Here, in order to remember a group of words which are related to a particular concept, we can add the first letter of each word in the form of list, as used to make a person or a thing. For example, if we are all well known about colors, rainbow colors. which we can use the word whipjaw. Here, the first letter of this word, which is indicated here in capital letters, indicates a particular color. V, violet; E, indigo; B, blue; G, green; Y, yellow; O, orange; U, red. So here, in order to remember 7 colors of a rainbow: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So we can remember the colors with the name of this word, whipjaw. Third one, name of expression. To make an expression or word mnemonic, the first letter of each item in a list is arranged to form a phrase or a word. For example, we take in English 7 coordinate conjunctions, which we can find here: for, on, nor, but, or, at, and so. Simply we can write them with the first letter of every conjunction word. We can form a word called fanboys. So with this word they can remember the 7 coordinate conjunctions. The fourth one, mnemonics, is what you find here. This type of mnemonic represents the construction to help the understanding and recalling the important information, which we can do with the different kinds of concept mapping or pyramid type of construction, or you can make pie chart. Here you can see one example given here, a circular sequence model. Here you see that we all know that children learn about water cycle. So in order to make them to remember the 5 stages of water cycle, simply we can draw, and to make the children to understand and remember forever with this circular sequence model. Fifth type of mnemonic is what called rhyme mnemonic. Here, just like in a poem, it puts information to be recalled in the form of a poem. You see that we can use many number of different poetic poems to remember. A commonly used rhyme mnemonic for number of days in each month. 30 days hath April, June, Sep and Naum. All the rest have 31. Fine, Feb 28 except when 29. So with this, children can remember the number of days in each month in a year. And the sixth one, note organization mnemonic. Here, the way text lecture notes are organized can be inhibit learning and recall. Just like note cards, outlines or cornell system, and even if I am writing some synopsis related to the topic. And the seventh one is related to image mnemonic. The information in image mnemonic is constructed in the form of a picture, so that promotes recall of information. For example, if you take bat, so when you show the picture bat, here the mnemonic or remember bat, here 3 letters are included. The names of drugs: barbiturates, alcohol, tranquilizer. So these can be remembered with this word or the picture. Eighth one, connection mnemonics. The information is to be remembered is connected to something already known. That means we are abstracting the knowledge from known to unknown. For example, if you take children have to locate longitudes with N and S. Northern longitudes and southern part. Longitude, northern part and southern part. So what is it we find? Lang. The word lang, L-O-N-G, indicates what? The length, long. So longitudes, it connects with long. It is easier for children to remember. Similarly, ninth one, mnemonic, which is very useful to remember the spelling of with similar pronunciation. For example, if you take principal, principal. So here what is the example you can give? A principal at a school is your Paul. A principle you believe is a rule. So in this way the children can remember spellings. Now let us see where these mnemonics can be used. A wide range of mnemonics are used for various purposes. The most commonly used mnemonics are those like numerical sequences, foreign language acquisition, medical treatment for patients with memory deficits. Now you see what the studies or research say about the effectiveness of these mnemonics. According to the most of the studies or researches have been done in the world, the mnemonics have major effect in enhancing learning capacity of the children, and it can also increase execution speed of learning. And next thing is what? They can retention and recall also will be improved among the children. Retention of knowledge and recall of the knowledge which they have earned or learned here. And finally, retrieval of procedural tasks. So this could be done for long period and they could not forget it forever. So these are the research say about the effectiveness of mnemonics. Next you see that the status of adoption of this mnemonics. Mnemonics are the tools which are very useful to adopt and use for the rest of their lives by the children to keep important information from slipping through their fingers. Here we can see 5 specific mnemonic strategies can be used effectively in classroom. They are keyword mnemonics, pegword rhyming mnemonics, acronym mnemonics, acrostic letter sentence mnemonics, and finally combination mnemonics. And what are the benefits or uses we have with these mnemonics? The mnemonics help children to recall information better than other methods. They help children encode information in long-term memory. They also help children to retrieve information from long-term memory. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you one and all.